Hello, I'm Kenneth Oko, the executive producer, Zodiac Studios and Creatives Limited. And we'll be discussing a vital topic in society today, entrepreneurial journey. To handle this topic is a vibrant entrepreneur doing well in the industry that I would like to share some of his experience and how his business took turn from over the years to date. And he's here with us in the studio. With us here is
Mr. Martin Edeme, and I'm the MD of Washmasters. Washmaster is a brand name in the laundry and dry cleaning sector here in the city of Asaba, and it's a privilege to be here.
Okay, welcome. So, talking about Washmasters, the name Washmaster. So, what is that thing that makes you to decide to call your company name Washmaster?
Okay, yes, I think that is a very important question because it's a name that already a kind of stand out because it's kind of a unique name. Okay. And it all started because of what I wanted to do in the industry. I wanted to do something that people are not used to. I wanted to change the narrative in that sector, and so I have to carefully come up with a name that can stand out. And from our name, Washmasters, you can see that it's a name that implicated us because people just hearing the name, they expect the best from us.
Yeah,
so they will tell us that you guys are the masters, so you guys should prove it. So we carefully choose that name because we wanted to play differently. We wanted to make sure that we are the best in the industry. So that's how the name come about.
Okay, talking about the journey so far, how did you, as in from the level, how did your business start, as in how you grow to date? Because to me, looking at both from in short, if there's a way you can deliver clothes to people in Lagos, Abuja, I think you stand out to be the best in the city of Asaba. And I know that many other persons are kind of still attest to what I'm saying now. The packaging, from the processing, everything. So I want to know, what is your drive in this journey?
Okay, like I said, our drive started from the day one. How that it's a business that people trivialize. People look at it as a business for the less privileged.
Okay.
So me now going into that sector as a graduate, I needed to do something that people can, relate with. People can look and be proud of what we are doing.
Of course.
Because when we started, people were laughing at us, like, how can a graduate be washing people's clothes? So that alone was a motivation for us because I wanted to change that narrative. I wanted to build a business that people will be proud of to associate with. All right, so that alone is our motivation, that because of how people see the industry, that it's a business for people who didn't go to school, and me now stepping into it, I needed to change that narrative. I needed to change that mindset to let them know that any business you want to start, you can do something great out of it. I think that is our major motivator, to change the narrative.
Entrepreneurship involves risk. There are most times you find out that due to cost of things for your production or that I can call it production. I don't know how it sounds. Yeah. Due to cost of, because anything that you do in a closed door, there are processes. So the process of getting this done, getting packaged from the washing, drying, packaging, and everything. What are the risks involved? Have you ever found yourself to be in a very difficult situation that you can't imagine yourself, as in you don't know how to go on about it in this journey so far?
Okay, yes. I think the first thing for me is that I understood from the one that every business has its own risk. Yes, there is no business you want to start that doesn't have risk. So that alone prepared me. Okay. So I was able to have, an open mind to learn, to make mistake, and to learn from it. So I started the business with that mindset that it's either I fail or I succeed.
Okay.
If I fail, I'll start afresh or I'll start a new business. Then if I succeed, I'll build on it. So that alone is the changed mindset I went into the business with. So I wasn't afraid of any risk. I wasn't afraid of any risk at all. Of course, in the business itself, we have encountered challenge. In fact, we have even had a police case in a situation whereby we had issue with a customer's clothes and it brought police to us and all of that. But that to me also testify how that we wanted to do something differently, because for people to bring police to come and check on it means we are not small. All right, so the kind of things we do, it involves risk, because you want to take care of customers' clothes, and most times these clothes can be too delicate that if you didn't pay much attention, you will damage those clothes. Yeah, so we have had that challenge, and of course, like I said, my mind was prepared, and we were able to face it. They brought police, we went to police station and resolved it, and we are still pushing it.
Okay, talking about the challenge and having done with that, now how did you, as in for young entrepreneurs that are aspiring to start and they want to make all the huge amounts of money on earth before they start up a business? Now I want to hear you, as in get it from your own perspective, how you started. You understand? Because me personally, I believe in everyone get a skill.
Yeah.
Being you a graduate, being you whatever, get a skill.
Yeah.
And if you don't get a skill, you are useless. That is my belief from onset, and that is the reason why. If you check me very well, check my profile, you will see that I have businesses all over, scattered all over the town. But this media business is the only means I really want to get people understand why they should get involved in something. You understand? So now tell us your story, how you started, how the journey became so easy. Because I know you are cruising now. You are not cruising. Of course, you are cruising now. I know those first challenge. Today now I can stand and say, beat my chest that you can't have any police issues again, because I've come taking a tour around your office. I've seen the kind of equipment you use. They are really they are not common. They are not everywhere in your firm of field of work. And on this same stuff too, I still realize that there was a time you travel out of the country to go for training.
Yeah.
You went to understanding a company outside the country, not even within Nigeria. This is one of the reasons why I said that you are an outstanding entrepreneur and you have to be on our show today. Not just to talk about yourself, but to encourage those that want to start up a business and they don't know how to start up a business. And again, I learned that you wrote a book as well, and I would like you to as well introduce the book. If they can get it, they can as well order through this link if they want. So I want to know, tell us how you started from scratch.
Okay.
How you were able to cope, because I know setting up a business in this country, government don't look at you, nobody look at you, even the family self will not support you, not to talk of whatever. So tell us.
Okay, yes, I think how the journey started is quite unique and interesting, because I remember it all started way back my university days when I was in the school, and there was a semester that things became too tough for me. Like, I remember vividly, there was a day I was searching for 10 naira. I mean 10 naira, and I couldn't find. My full hostel room, I scattered it, turned everywhere upside down, just looking for 10 naira. I wanted to soak Gary. The only thing left in my room was Gary. And at least let me buy sugar so that the Gary will be sweet. And I couldn't find 10 naira. So it was that tough. So that period, and of course, even when there was no money, I used to look very good. I still look good. Yeah, so, and one guy approached me that, you always look good, your clothes are well ironed, this and that. Why don't you come and join us to work in our laundry firm? And I felt, wow, so you see the coincidence. At that point, I didn't have money to even feed, and someone is inviting me to come and work with them. So I give it a thought, I went and we negotiated. As at then, 2011 or 12, they used to wash a shirt for 150 naira. So we bargained and we landed a deal of 25 naira for me to iron a shirt 25 naira.
Okay.
That was more like a goodie because out of 150, they are giving me 25 naira just to iron.
Okay.
So I took it up and started ironing.
Okay.
You know, initially I thought I knew how to iron until I got there, and the owner was like, no. There's a standard.
Okay.
You know, so I was now ready to learn, mastered it. There I knew the value of time because the more I iron, the more money they will pay me because I'm on count. So I mastered how to iron very well, and some days I wake up 5 a.m. in the morning because the place is not far from my hostel. So I will go there to iron before my morning lecture. I've ironed like 1,000 naira or thereabout. You can imagine. You know, so that was how it started. So so when I graduated, of course, I finished my service. The question was, what next? Yes, what next? So circumstances occurred how that we were preparing for my father's burial. After my saving, I lost my father, and we were to contribute money to go for the burial. And I was living with my uncle, so I told my uncle I needed money to prepare for my father's burial, and you know those uncle of it now. Then later on, he brought out money that I should go and get his clothes from the dry cleaner out there. So right there, I felt I'm asking this man for money. You do understand? So I just said, this laundry, I know how to do it. I mean, when I was in school, I've ironed and all of that. That's the story. That's how it started. The next thing I told my friend, guy, how far this laundry will feel, we feel do something in it. Or what do you think? It came, we didn't do too much of planning and all of that because I've kind of wanted to start up a business before, but before you sit down to plan, you begin to see challenges that will discourage you. Course, yeah. Do you understand? So this time around, I didn't bother waste time to begin to plan and all of that. I just told my friend, there is electric iron in the house, there is basin in the house, there is table in the house. What else? I know how to iron very well. So we put it up there. In fact, the first day we posted it on WhatsApp, someone gave us a job just to come and iron. We did that, and the man was over impressed. In fact, he threatened us because being our first time, he was skeptical that Hope would not burn his clothes and all of that. But guess what? We delivered, and the man was blown away. Transferred money to us, and from there, we got the courage to, wow, if this man can be, that's all. So before you know it, we've started, and gradually we started increasing our customer base, started telling people we do this and all of that, and that's how we started, and this is where we are today.
Okay. Now you said it. Now you use 2 stones to kill a bird. You were right in school while you acquired the skill.
Exactly.
In the laundry and dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Now you finished service, search for job. Job was not forthcoming. Down. You fell back to that your skill you acquired in school.
Exactly.
Quite impressive. That's the reason why I keep saying this, that everybody must get a skill. It's not, even if you don't have the money to establish, you can start from somewhere.
Yeah.
You can pair with people, you can merge with people, you can. So tell us now, having grown so far, increase your customer database. Now I noticed that you do on your booking, you now digitalize everything now. How does the innovations, as in, how did you grow to that level within the space of 5 years?
Okay, yes. I think one of the things that I will say that give us that kind of outstanding is the fact that I got some clarity of what I wanted to do. So from day one, I knew where I would be in 5 years. I was very clear. All the pictures were clear to me. I just sat down. I was like, wow, look at Asaba. So much money. Because I understood what money is from the first place. That money is just a reward for solving problems. You solve people's problems, they give you their own money. Simple. So I just saw that Asaba is growing so fast. People are becoming so busy. So these people, someone will have to wash their clothes. And again, I also saw that the demography of Asaba, the kind of people in Asaba are changing. You know, pop guys are in town, people that will need professional service. So that understanding was what propelled me to travel to Lagos first and foremost to go and learn.
Okay.
And of course, imagine traveling from Asaba to Lagos to go and learn laundry.
And before you travel, when you traveled, your business was still running.
Yeah, it was still running.
People were still working under your establishment.
Yes.
And you travel for upgrade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so that was it for me. I got clarity of what I wanted to do. Then I also understood that with my skill and putting diligent and hard work, I will grow. You know, and like I said, the kind of mindset I had. So when I even traveled out, when I was opportunity to travel to Dubai, you know, the only thing I was searching is the laundry. I want to make sure I got access to the laundry over there to see what these guys are doing. So that is me having the open mind to learn. But from day one, the little skill I have of ironing was what I used in starting. I didn't wait to begin to raise money. It was okay, I want to buy washing machine, dryer and all of that. It will shock you, for 1 good year, we didn't use any machine.
Okay, yeah. And that's, you see, there is need for you to upgrade yourself in your skill, in your area of specialty. Not because you really want to upgrade, but because it's necessary that you have to upgrade. You know, running a business, I realized that over time we go out of date, or we are outdated. Our skills, our style, our patterns are outdated. So in order for you to remain relevant in the society, what you need to do is to upgrade yourself every time. Now imagine a dry cleaner going to Dubai for training, going to Lagos, traveling from Asaba to Lagos for training. Checking those things, you will realize that in every area of your specialty on your skill, you need to upgrade yourself. And without upgrade, you are useless. Just like a mechanic, a Peugeot mechanic that doesn't know how to repair any other car. It just Peugeot. What if there is no Peugeot anymore? And now Toyota is taking up everywhere in market, and you just say I'm Toyota, and old model to be precise. What about the new models? So there is need for upgrade. As an entrepreneur, you have to upgrade yourself. Do whatever you have to do. If it's getting more equipment with time, I mean, not to start. In your starting, you can start manually. But when you grow, as you grow, you get that which is required of you. And again, the way I do my things, I love savings. You know, I've never bought anything as in without planning. My equipment, I would say I need a camera. I need one more camera. That one more camera may come in 2 months, it may come in 3 months, it may come in 4 months. But I realized that me saying it at all will prepare me to start planning on getting that. And I don't play with my equipment, what I used to work. There are times, number of times you confronted me asking me, why is it that you do use all this big phone every time this is that? Only you, 3 phone, only you did. And I told you, this is my office. And lo and behold, coming to this place today to see how far we've gone, to telling me your journey so far on the business. Now, I want to tell the people out there, because we are global citizens. Despite wherever we are, we can reach anybody in town. I just want you to give them a detailed guideline on how to set up a small business with nothing, from zero to something, if you can.
All right. Okay.
Because one, your own life, your own case study is quite impressive. You understand? So I just wanted to talk to our audience because they are really watching.
All right. Okay. I think that will make me to bring up a book. Like, the few things I will say, they are here already. Okay. You know, because this is our 5 years journey compressed into a book. You know, how to start and grow a profitable business, and we used Washmaster as a case study.
Okay.
Yes, how we started Washmaster with practically zero cash. Like, you know, the challenge I see young people have is, first and foremost, how to start, one. Then two, the lack of knowledge. First and foremost, understanding what they want to do.
That's when we say get a skill.
Yes. Then the major one is misunderstanding of what capital is. Yes, because like I told you now, we started with, if I tell people that we started with 0 cash, a lot of them will feel it's all this motivational speaker.
Of course.
All these motivational speakers, they've come again.
I've been in such position of course.
Yes, so
everybody wants to start it big.
Yes.
Which is very wrong.
Yes.
If you have the money to start it big, start big, no problem. But if you don't borrow a money to start.
No, it's not encouraged at all.
You don't borrow. You can borrow to finance when you have grown. To invest in your business, but don't borrow to start.
Yeah.
Because that would be very, very dangerous. So please go on. Sorry for cutting you short.
All right.
I'm quite enjoying myself.
All right. So the idea of what capital is the foundation they need to understand that money is just one of those capital. Skill, like as you stated, that everybody should acquire a skill, is a capital. Relationship is a capital.
Of course.
Do you understand? So if you don't have the cash, in quote, to open up a business, you should have a skill. You should know people. You should have a friend that you can run to and say, okay, I want to do this thing. If you can be part of, probably your friend will have the money while you have the skill.
The idea, yeah.
So both of you can come together and start up something.
Okay.
So that
takes us to partnership.
Yes.
And again, please let me correct this now because I may not remember. Before, if you are going into a partnership business, it's very important, very key you have a written agreement.
Yeah.
Document it. Meet a lawyer, a legal personnel. The person may collect 1 naira or 2 naira to do it. Let's have a concrete agreement written, stamp. Then you have your own copy. Your partner have his own copy. That is the only way out of it. If not, tomorrow you may have issue. Yeah, you guys, your partner does not think the way you think. You may think good for the business, but your partner may be reasoning profit. And if you are not careful enough, the business will your partner will push the business down. So if you must start up a business, get a written agreement. I'm saying I said this just because I've had the experience. So if we should push this aside,
people will misunderstand.
If you are to go into partnership, get a
legal backup.
Legal backup. That's the key word. So just go on, please.
Yeah. So once they have that understanding of what capital is, then the next thing they need to do is to sit down and ask themselves question: what do I have to start up this business? Because if we even go into the scripture, that woman in the Bible that the prophet came and she said she has nothing. And the prophet said, no, you have something. Do you get?
He said, I only have but what they call it?
Yes, a bottle of oil. He said, go and bring it. It's for them to sit down and ask themselves question, what do I have? All right, so I was making reference to that lady in the scripture that, the prophet asked, she came to the prophet, she asked nothing, they are indebted and all of that. And the prophet said, you have something. He said, I don't have something. Then from that, we can learn that everybody have something to offer, no matter how little it is, no matter how you feel that you don't have anything. You have to sit down and ask yourself, what do I have? Now, once you ask those questions, you see that your mind will begin to open up and you begin to see that, oh, really, I have something I can start with. Now, there's a guideline to starting a small business, which I'm just going to run through. So basically, is for them to ask themselves question: what is the problem within my environment that I can create solution to? Because I told you earlier that money is just a reward for solving problem. Now, once they ask that question, then there are problems everywhere in Nigeria. Funny enough, a lot of problems that we need to create solution. Do you understand? So once they ask those questions, what is the problem within my local that I can create solution to? Now, once they have that, Then the next thing is for them to be knowledgeable. You now have to begin to do research.
Develop yourself.
Do you understand? You develop yourself, go for knowledge, seminar, conference, just to build yourself. Then from there, you will now start small with one customer. That's all you need. Just one customer. Whatever you want to start with, it will always start with one customer. Now, what you do with that one customer will determine
how much customers will come later.
Do you understand? So once you satisfy that customer, the customer will go back, begin to tell his or her family members about you, and the next you start having customer coming into your business. So that is, like I said, there's a guideline which my book I've done so much to read. But another aspect is, once they are able to discover the problem, then look within themselves to start with the little they have. Then every other thing is diligence, commitment, and ability for you to open your heart to learn, to know that you will make mistake, then you learn from your mistake and start afresh and keep going. So I think that is the basic thing for every young business people, every young entrepreneur should be able to sit down and ask themselves question: what is the problem within the society that I should solve? Because the thing is, the degree of the problem you are solving, the kind of problem you are solving, will determine the amount of money you will make. So it's not like if you solve a poor man's problem, he will pay you according to his pocket. If you solve a big man, a rich man's problem, he will pay you according to his pocket as well. So that also, has a way when you understand market segmentation and all of that. But the basic thing is to sit down, ask some critical questions, do research. When we were about to start Washmaster, we went around as about making research, checking what the people in the industry are doing. That alone was a turning point for us, because we saw what they were doing and we determined to do the exact opposite, more than what they were doing, and that distinguishes us from every other person. So I think that is the basic thing that they need to know.
Okay, as the points have been enumerated, check it out. Point to point, step by step, learning from getting up a business idea, now applying the business idea to provide solution. Now, when you provide a solution, in return you make money.
Exactly.
Good. Now, having done all this, let's go to this. What are your strategies in getting customers, maintaining relationship with them, and as well keeping them over time? What are your strategies?
Okay. I would say that first of all, I studied today's customer. I first of all have that, like I said, everything has to do with learning. So I put myself in the place of learning and to study, to understand what customer needs or what customer wants from me. So that is very important for every business person to study his or her customer, to understand what they want from you. So like for me now, or for us in Washmaster, we were able to understand that the perception we sold our company to be is that of professionals. So we projected that image that we were professionals. So it means any customer that is coming to use our services is coming with that mindset that these guys are professionals and they need the best from us. So we understood that. Then I also understood that today's customers are impatient. So it's part of the thing that we use to build our company culture, in the sense that once a customer calls, we suspend everything we are doing to go and attend to that customer. So we knew all of this. Then we kind of build inclusive system in our company, in the sense that we want to make our customer to have that kind of a stake in our business. Yes, for them to feel that Washmaster is
fully involved.
Exactly. So once in a while we update them of our progress, we message them appreciating them that because of them we have grown, because of them our staff base have increased. just to let them know that without them, there won't be us. Because of course, any business without customer, that business is no longer a business. So that is our strategy, to understand today's customer, to study them, to know what they like, to know what they expect from us, then to build a relationship with them by, giving them some kind of feelings that we are interested in them outside we watching for them and all of that. So we message them on their birthday, on their wedding anniversary, then on their sad days as well. I remember one of our customers lost his mother. We did all we could to be there, just to make sure that we are always there for our customer outside them coming to use our services. So with that, it's enough strategy to keep a customer, because it will make them to, once there's a problem, there's something for them to fall back to, because you have had a relationship with them. You have been there for them on their low time and high time. They are celebrating, you are there when they had issue. I also remember one of our customers had an accident. We visited him in the hospital. So that alone is strategy to keep your customer on your side. Yes.
Okay, that will be all for today's episode on Zodiac's mindset. And join us some other time for entrepreneurial skills and talks on this same channel. Thank you for being there. I'm your host, Kenneth Oko. Keep it up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share. So thank you for being part of us. Thank you for, in short, we have learned how to appreciate you guys. For watching alone, you have done well.